G'day, Dan here is the green light. Dan checking in. So, first of all, beautiful day. Whew. It's up a bit later this morning, but nonetheless. So, I wanted to just check in, and I was talking to a good friend and mentor of mine last night. And he just reminded me of some thoughts earlier in the week as well in regards to gratitude and the words that's coming out of your mouth. In terms of, he was talking about how he was out last Thursday night, had a couple of beers and woke up. Well, before he went to sleep, he was thinking, I'm going to have to wake up tomorrow, and got this call at 7 a.m. But he reframed his thinking in terms of, I get to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow and have that meeting. And I think before then he gave context to Elon Musk and the meetings, that his PA would schedule was really there, those 15-minute blocks. She was there to remind him of how he was successful. So, yeah. So, it tied into some thoughts I had in regards to what you get to do as an individual. And that is at day one, or day one. Because it's never too late for you to be you and get to do you. And I'm very grateful that amongst all these lessons and hardships and whatnot, that I get to be a service to people, and I've had the resilience and strength to keep going, because I had a feeling, a knowing that what I was doing was what I was meant to be doing. So in amongst chaos, I always had order. In amongst things that would be uncertain and very challenging for a lot of people, and myself, I had certainty to fall back on. I had a knowing, I had a frequency that was projecting and keeping me where it needed to be. Look at that. So, I get to. I have to. Don't have to do nothing. We all make choices. But I'm, very grateful for even just a few that have subscribed to the channel and that are listening, and that I'd classify that as momentum. I'm very grateful for the clarity, the refinements, the lessons. I'm very grateful for my enemies. I send you love. Hopefully I'm inspiring some change in you. No one's perfect. I'm not coming here saying I'm perfect and whatnot, but I'm sticking to my truths, my paths, and trusting in that journey and it being for the high good of humanity. Whilst being grateful really for the improvements and the decisions I've made recently to clean up and really connect with myself, my body, my mind, my temple, to be able to connect with others, connect with the high God. So I'm looking forward to getting my guitar out and busting out some music with all this messaging that you'll see, and the frameworks just the general opportunities. I feel there's definitely something in the air. There's an evolution here occurring and a lot coming together, but things will be proven up. I don't mind living out of the car, and I'm grateful, as Tony said, grateful for that as well. Some people don't even have that roof over their head, i.e. a car. There's somewhere I'm volunteering some time at the moment for those that are in need, and someone come looking for a tent yesterday. He obviously doesn't even have that. So, wherever you're at, be grateful, but also at the same time, when it comes to the world we are now in, and don't forget that does go into the power of our words and how that forms your reality. But what I was saying is that your purpose, your passion, that calling, those things that you may have put off, those ideas, might have thought it's a bit hard. And I agree with you. In the past, with all the marketing people, all these hurdles like an entrepreneur, venture capital, the things I've talked about in the videos without going down the list. But is it just another day, or is it day one? There's things going on in the world with technology, jobs lost and whatnot, and we've got to create new jobs and new opportunities. Are we even talking about that? Are we creating that? And I am driving that myself. What are the opportunities that you could now bring? Imagine you had a surplus of comfortability, financially and spiritually. How do you get to now somewhat pay it forward? Because ultimately it doesn't have to start when it gets to that point. It can actually start on day one. So I'm going to probably end it there. I'll be back a bit later. Hopefully you enjoy your day. Gratitude's a huge thing. So I'm going to be emphasising in my notes. I have been doing it, but it's a continual process to just improve in your prayers or in your mantras or your affirmations. But also to be able to do this day one and develop and be grateful for a path and have that certainty, as I was saying, in amongst the uncertainty. I'm really excited to see the results from our program, and there's other people you can go and do it with, but I feel that connected the dots quite well. There's a very logical pathway and a lot of things that have connected together, and a lot of things that will be built together as well at the same time. I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to have a crack. And I'm grateful for those that are hanging around, having a look, paying a bit of attention, getting involved, helping out where they can. And I'm grateful for you, maybe at this point, having some tweaks in your thinking back to what really is going to drive you and give you satisfaction, as I was sort of saying about going along a journey and being day one. And being grateful for that opportunity with your end in mind, being able to, no matter where you're at, pursue those. So be grateful for that in yourself. And have a nice day. Yo.